is the mark. Let's get Philippians, the 13th chapter.
Ooh.
Verse 13 and 14. Yahweh Shai is the mark. Right? Yeah. Brothers can go into destruction.
Philippians 13.
Yeah. No, Philippians 3.
Okay.
Verse 13 and 14.
It's the book of Philippians 3 and 13 through 14, and it reads, Brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind, and reaching forth unto those things which are before.
Right, especially when you come in this truth. First, you have to know what's in front of you, the understanding. So when you left the church, you was a Muslim, you was atheist. When you come in this thing, you leave all that shit behind. The more you grow in this truth, the more you start to become a man. The more you start to become a daughter of Zion. That is not just a word, it's an action with it. And so now we start to leave those little actions behind. Shalom to the brother Samuel on the camp live. Keep going. But this is why we leave all those things behind. Go ahead.
God's the book of Philippians 3 and 14, and it reads, I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of the Most High in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai.
Right, and even with this mark that we press it towards, if we go to Ezekiel the 9th chapter, verse 4, which is which is the Kawah, right? The Tawah, right? That is a spiritual mark, right? Of exemption from that judgment. Yahweh Shai is the goal. Yahweh Shai is the goal, right? He is the direction you want to go. So in all understandings, when we go to Revelation 19 and 10, right? So we hear the testimonies of Yahweh Shai, the spirit of him is prophecy, which we was going to actually get into, but you know, certain points came out, so we headed in this direction, right? But it always is going to lead to Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is the mediator. Hebrews the 4th chapter. We're trying to enter into that rest, right? You got some?
I got some. Yeah. Okay, bro. So what the beloved Akia was just saying. Okay, when you first come out of those falsified religions of the world, okay, you start to come into this true knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and you start taking a step back and realizing, wait a minute, man, this is a matrix. This is a matrix, okay? So the Spirit of the Lord starts to deal with you. You start to get more into the scripture. You start to meditate more and come into this true knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, okay? But I wanted to go ahead and just land back on what the beloved brother was just saying, because listen, like all these prophecies and these things that was written, decades ago, centuries ago, was written for our understanding, okay? For now, because even though they was written so long ago, these scriptures is jumping off these prophecies is jumping off the pages, and these things is still happening to this very day. It's still, and you still get some simpletons out there. They be like, oh, that's Old Testament, but you still got prophecies in the Old Testament that's coming to pass today. Yeah, that's happening right now still. Okay, so okay, when you hear that buffoonery come out of these simpletons' mouths, you just continue to stand 10 toes down and continue to do your due diligence and keep studying and show yourself approved. I wanted to bring this out to the book of Romans 15 and 4, and it reads, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. Okay, so I just wanted to bring that in. Okay, so everything that's going on right now, if we continue to study to show ourselves approved, and we know the trials and tribulations that we must go through on this side, but if we know if we stand 10 toes down and stay faithful in the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai to the end, we know there's a reward for us on the other side of all of that. Right? You got it.
There was a point that the brother had said about, he said there's certain things in the Old Testament that haven't been fulfilled. So when you go into the book of Isaiah, the 11th chapter, in verse 12, it says, well, he shall set up in a sign, which even goes with Isaiah the 13th chapter, which is a banner. Right? The sign is his truth. The sign is his word. Right? The sign is Yahweh Shai. That sign for the nations, it shall assemble the outcast of Israel and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. Well, we haven't been gathered, but through the Spirit, it is a huge gathering by the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Lord, by the men of the Lord teaching, right? Being compelled to teach. It says, the envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim. Guess what? Judah is still vexing Ephraim.
Yeah.
right? And Ephraim is still envious towards Judah. But through the spirit, when we look at the ministry wise, you can see the southern and northern kingdom coming together.
Yeah.
We're not envious on each other,
Yeah.
but you'll still see that worldly mindset where some northern or southern kingdom will come in this truth and fake it till they make it. Like it's a brother that brothers be talking about on TikTok where he'll say Yahweh Shema Shai, he'll do a lesson, but he's taking pictures with brothers holding sticks, Glocks, AK-47s.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, you around Jake that still got the mindset like YMW. He got murder on his mind. Most of them Jakes that's holding a Glock, a K, is shooting their own people, right? We still got gremlins that you pour water on, they become damn near demons, you know. So just what we just read in Isaiah, this fully haven't even came into tuition where all Jake is being gathered. Because we're going to be gathered through Yahweh Shai, man.
Wow.
That's why when you go in the beginning of this chapter, it's speaking about that righteous branch, right? Or that root that's coming out of Jesse, which is Yahweh Shai. Going back to Yahweh Shai again, man.
Yeah.
Right?
I just wanted to, come in and, land back on the brother. So basically, how you say, Jake is so carnal, Jake is so simple and carnal. They just try to come and get a part of something because they think it's the thing to do. They think it's just, they want to get it for clout and all this vain glory. They want to do it big on the side. They want the vain glory. They want the status that Babylon the Great has to offer them. They just want to do something because they feel like they want to be a part of something. Because we've just been so put down over the time that we've been here. Okay, we just hate ourselves that bad. That and the B is chiming in. So like, but yeah, we still pretty much really under these curses. You got some fake it till you make it, okay? Because people they just want the glory, man. They want the fame that come with it. They want the clout. This thing is not about no fame. This thing is not like the beloved elder apostle Gabar was saying. Okay, he said, listen, we're not celebrities. Neither do we desire to be celebrities on this side. Okay, and these are our elder beloved apostles. Okay. And they got a huge influence over the ministry, but they're still denouncing themselves. Like, listen, we're not celebrities, man. But you got these Jakes out here that come into this thing for the status of it, for the likes, the views, with the debates and all that. Listen, we got the 144% truth. If we got the truth and we know we got it, then there's no need for us to be debating anybody. Okay? This is that vain glory. This is that that status that Jake wants so badly, We just want to get the hell out of here, man. We just want to get to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai already. We hastening the day of his return. That's what we're trying to do.
Let's get Galatians 1 and 10, right? The scriptures is showing us over and over, time and time, that this truth is not about pleasing men or gaining honor or chasing fame. This truth is about Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, right? Like when you even go to Isaiah 13 and 5, when it talks about basically going into the arrows where they're gonna come from the different corners of the earth, right? That's something scary to be like, man, dang, what is that? No bow and arrow is gonna make it from here to Russia. So what was this going into? Yeah. So when we talk about missiles and then you look on the news and you see like, yo, these motherfuckers got missiles. So what the Lord gonna do? That's supposed to terrify you, man. It's supposed to shake you in your boots.
Those are my ICBMs, man. Them intercontinental ballistic missiles, man.
Right.
The Lord said He gonna send them. So like,
right. And Yahweh Shai, when He came on earth, He didn't have a place to lay His head. He was like Lazarus, like what your other camps called apostles, bums. We bums over here, man. Yeah. Right? Because we try to get, what is it called? Get your daily bread. Yeah. We're not trying to get over too much of what we don't need, because then that's going to bring in other spirits.
So scriptures talk about, scriptures tell us, who was that? Who asked neither poverty nor riches, bro?
Who asked for it?
Who asked for it? Now, scriptures tell us, like, listen, I'm not sure exactly who asked for it, but I think it could have been Solomon, it could have been, I'm not sure who asked for it, but he said, listen, give me neither poverty nor riches, just give me my daily bread. Okay, because if you worship in mammon, if you want money so bad, that's going to take your heart away from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? This is why the Lord give us that perfect balance. Give us our daily bread. Just give me just enough to make it day by day. I don't want too much. I don't want to be too far left or too far right. Just put me somewhere in the middle, Father. But just give me my daily bread, Father, so I can continue to keep you in my heart first and foremost. If I got all the money, cars, clothes, the A's to the Izzos, the last thing I'm gonna think about is serving Yahweh Shemel Shai. The last thing I'm gonna want to do is serve Yahweh Shemel Shai. Okay, I'm gonna want to get that back. I'm gonna want to keep making sure I got riches. You know, that's what we don't want to do. We want our daily bread. We want to first and foremost continue to put Yahweh Shemel Shai first. You got it.
Wait, hold on.
I got like a relationship a little bit.
No. We gonna get that, but because you just said that, this is Proverbs 30, verse 8. It says, "Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me." Right? And this is a rich man. Solomon, they got all the wisdom, right? One of the wealthiest men that ever lived on the earth. And he even saying, neither give me poverty nor riches, right? In the NLT, it says, first, help me never to tell a lie. Second, give me neither poverty nor riches. Give me just enough to satisfy my needs, right? What's the number one need that most of us men and women need? Food. And clothing. When you, even with food, you add beverage, okay? So food,
shelter,
beverage, clothes, and a roof over your damn head. That's all you need. Now, all those other things that we have, we add on, right? Wi-Fi, right? You know what? I want a sports car. I want this type of car like me. I want that and that. And that's an add-on. But the number one thing that you need, like even if you go into Sirach, it even says like honey, flour, rice. The Lord is showing real things that you need. Us being human, we try to go overboard.
Yeah, we subject to vanity. It's okay for wanting a little something for yourself, but just don't do too much, okay? The Lord said, what did he say? What did Yahweh Shemel Shai say? Because like, when it comes down to Jacob's trouble, we have to be in it. We don't have to, he said not to store up riches on earth, not to store up too many things on earth where people could come in and steal. He said don't store up too many riches for yourself on earth where people could come in and steal from you, but rather store up your riches and store up your riches in the heavens, man. Right. And that's what we're trying to do. We literally out here to build up our spiritual bank account. Cause listen, we're trying to build up spiritual riches. Right. We're trying to build up spiritual wealth in the heavens, in the kingdom to come, man. Right. Okay, so the hell with having everything on this side. Let the Babylonians have it. Let the Egyptians have it, man. Let them have. Let the wicked ass 2/3 ninjas, the ninjets, have the money, cars, clothes, H to the Izzos. Now we're not saying, don't level up in your life or not to strive for anything in your life, but we're just saying don't make that your top priority in life. Your top priority should always be Yahweh Shemel Shai first. The scriptures tell us to seek the kingdom of heaven, and then all these things shall be added on to you. Right. You got it, bro.
And just so y'all know, I'm not only just thinking that teaching is gonna help me get those riches. It's what I do off camera, right? Am I walking the talk that I'm delivering to y'all, right? Am I meditating my dang self? Am I calling on the Lord like Erykah Badu was calling on Tyrone, right? Am I calling him only for bad moments? Am I only calling him for good moments, right? Am I calling on him for other people, right? If I'm trying to strengthen children, right? If I'm believing in him when somebody's sick, when somebody in pain, when I'm in pain, Yahweh Shemel Shai, take this pain. I have to believe in those things that, and I believe sometimes where he did remove a freaking crazy headache in my head, right, way before I even took a pill. I believe when I had a body ache and I literally said, in your name, Yahweh Shemel Shai, please remove it, right? And then after I get done, I say, hey, believe and don't doubt, right? There's more to this thing than just only teaching. But say if you're not teaching, you have to apply what you're reading, right? How you order your household, right? You women, how are you on a daily? You're a woman. How are you on a daily? You got that?
This is kind of this is a little bit besides the point, but I wanted to because you was just saying how we should be not just serving the Lord on camera, but off camera too. Because we got, especially a lot of our people, man, We're a bunch of you know, 2/3 of our nation is a bunch of hypocrites, man. They're a bunch of hypocrites. They Salaki.